Okay, we're back with another episode of High Rated Edison. So today we have Kiddo the Kid with 942 versus Burnt Toast Theory with 1108. So both players, so one player in the top 100, Kiddo the Kid just sitting outside of the top 100, but pretty close to breaking into it. Opening hand's going to be Dupe Frog, Raigeki Break, Unifrog, Swap Frog, and Treeborn. So some kind of frog build, not quite clear yet if it's Hero, Frog, Frog Monarch, or the Forg deck, but we'll almost definitely find out. Return, Gilman, Call of the Haunted, Future Fusion, Diva, and Voltic. Okay, so Voltic, if you've never read it, and it's been a while since I've read it. Level 4 Light Thunder Monster. When it inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one of your banished elemental hero monsters, special summon that target. Not entirely sure why it's in here. We'll find out. This looks like the kind of Hero Diva deck, but then the Voltic is just a bit strange, so maybe it's like a Hero Diva fusion deck. So Diva coming out now, bringing out the other copy of Gilman. That's going to go into Android. Future Fusion now. Yeah, reveal Ab-Zero. Going to dump the Alias and the other Diva. Yep. Sets the Call of the Haunted and passes. Didn't add life points there. Okay. Yeah, they did. They did it late. But looks like that's going to be allowed. It's going to set the Dupe Frog here. And pass, setting the Deepest They Drew for turn and the Raigeki Break. Going to Call of the Haunted in M phase now, bring out the Alias. Okay, draw Stratos for turn now. Okay, this is nice. Stratos. Yeah, they were going for the Destroy effect. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Okay, and it's going to go through and take out the other one because it doesn't target. So Raigeki Break going to hit the Alias, discarding the Treeborn. Oh, did they target? Did they target that one? Sent. Oh, yeah, sorry, no, that's right. So their Raigeki Break, they took the Alias off field, so they got to choose which back row they used, effectively. Yeah, sorry, I'm being dumb. Stratos is the other heroes, so except this card. So by taking out the Alias, they got to choose which trap card they kept. Makes sense. So they're going to deprison the Android when it attacks, and then they're going to attack into the Dupe Frog, take some damage, and probably set the return and pass it over. Yeah, cool. Draws into Dupe Frog now. They've got to be a bit careful because the Ab-Zero is coming out next turn. So summoning the Unifrog now. Yep, they're going to try and get in. That's going to be successful, and they're going to get to pop the Future Fusion. This is good. This is really good. Picks up the Dust Shoot, sets the Gilman and the Dust Shoot, and passes over. Draws into the Subcitoad now. That's nice. Unifrog going to get in and try and keep just picking away at the back row. Yeah, then they're going to normal summon the other Dupe Frog, putting them under the Dupe Lock. This is cool. Draws into Mirror Force now. Going to set the Mirror Force and pass it over. Draws into the Malicious Edge. Yeah, I was going to say, I unironically think the plan, and I think they're going to go for this, is just to keep attacking with Unifrog and getting rid of the back row. They just keep setting back row. You might as well just keep chipping away at it. So Unifrog going to get in now. It's going to get met with Mirror Force, but that's a hell of a lot of value they've gotten off of this. They've popped Dust Shoot, Future Fusion, and Proctor Mirror Force. Okay, main two now. Going to Subcitoad. Yeah, dump the Treeborns, bring out Swap Frog, dump the Subcitoad, bounce back to hand. Yep, this is nice. Draws into the Starlight Road now. Sets the Starlight Road, it passes over, draws into Legacy. Okay, it's not really a standard Hero Frog build then. We think it's Hero Frogs now because we've seen Edge, but they're playing the draw traps as well. So, yeah, and I think they're playing 40. So it's not definitely not the standard one. So Treeborn comes out, that's going to get attributed for the Malicious Edge. Malicious Edge, going to try and get into the Stratos and be successful there. Going to set the Yatta and pass. I do see why the Yatta's good though, because it's like you can get it off the field before Treeborn resolves. Draws you a card, might like proc a back row like an MST or like something like that, so it's not terrible. Draws into Hero Blast. Okay, so it's more of like a hero beat Diva deck, I guess. Maybe. We'll find out. So gonna flip the Gilman now. Gilman gonna go up to 17. Sets the Hero Blast and passes. Draws the Brain Control. Okay, so this one. Yeah, I think attack is just correct. Save the Brain Control. Draws into the equal now. Going to equal for the Ocean. Pass on that. Draws into Stratos himself now. This is nice. So Stratos, what are they thinking about adding? Oh, they're thinking about responding. Okay. Okay, so they are going to go for the pop effect, so they're going to try and hit one of the back row. They're going to Hero Blast to add the alias to hand and destroy the Dupe Frog. They're going to take out the middle one, which is the Starlight Road. Yeah, going to get in with the Malicious Edge now. Get in with the Stratos. Yeah, I don't know what Kiddo can do from here. So, I mean, they've got Return for a big push, but it doesn't get over, you know, this android doesn't get over the Malicious Edge. Okay, sets the Bottomless and passes over, draws into the Junk. Synchron, wow. Okay, are we going to see some Synchro plays? No, it's just going to go straight to battle phase. Yep, understandable. So Malicious Edge going to get over that, and then Stratos going to get in. Draws into Diva, a little bit too late. Yep. I wonder if there was Return, maybe. Return the android, summon the Diva, and Black Rose. But yeah, their opponent's holding like 5 cards at that point. You're on 500 life points, you're probably not winning that one. You've used your normal summon in that case. Understandable concession there. So going into game 2, Kiddo is going to get to go first. Opening hands are 1-for-1 Soul Exchange Caius. Wow. Deep Prison, Raigeki Break, Return, Miracle, Starlight, Dust Shoot, Pulling, and Future Fusion. So drawn Future Fusion twice. Future Fusion for the Ab-Zero now. Dumps the Ocean and the Diva. Gonna say all those things. Yeah, they are going to set it all. So they're setting Return, Dust Shoot, Pulling, and Starlight Road. I guess they've got the Starlight Road for protection, but yeah, hell of a turn one. Hell of a turn one. And they got the Miracle Fusion for an Ab-Zero play later. So going to Dust Shoot now. Going to see that they were right to not put the Ab-Zero on board. Yeah, so it's only about one of the 2 Caiuses. Sets the Raigeki Break. Yeah, sets the Deep Prison, passes over. Draws into Bottomless now. Yeah, draws into Miracle Fusion. Draws into Miracle Fusion. God, someone's got to make a play. So Ab-Zero is going to come out now. Yeah, this is nice. It's going to walk in. Okay, not going to walk into a Deep Prison. Okay. Yeah, fine. Yeah, what do you do in this situation? If you're Burnt Toast Theory, do you Soul Exchange Caius and then just try and hit one of the back row randomly? Do you try and make them walk into a D prison? Do you pitch something with Raigeki Break? They've chosen to pass. I don't think that's bad. Picks up the Solemn, sets the Solemn. Picks up the Unifrog. Passes, draws into the Fossil Diner. Fossil Diner's kind of huge. Yeah, I mean, they've got stuff to deal with it, but it's going to force them to deal with it. So, Diner going to get in for 12. Ab-Zero going to get in, or try and get in for 25. That's going to get met with Solemn. That kind of feels unnecessary, right? So, you're paying half your life, but you've got 2 Miracle Fusions, which can make you another Ab-Zero anytime you want. Yeah, I don't think I'd be solemn in that. I think I'd just be letting it happen. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not, you know, not the biggest ambassador of hero diva stun or whatever this is meant to be, but yeah, let me know what you think you would have done. So gonna take the 25 on this side now. Pass over, draws into Raigeki Break. Yeah, they're gonna have to do something this turn. So they're gonna soul exchange the Diner. Yeah, this is strong. So Caius, gonna attempt to Caius the Ab-Zero. That's gonna get met with pulling the rug to negate it. And they're gonna pass over. They've got the Gauze. But yeah. This is the other thing as well. They have a return. Okay, let's just carry on. So Miracle Fusion. Yep. Gonna make a second Ab-Zero now. Attack in. So Raigeki Break one of them. Yep. I think that's right. And then they're gonna get eaten by the Gauze. So Gauze are going to come out now with a 25-25 token. Main 2, they're going to set the Hero Blast, set the Bottomless, and pass, draws into MST. Okay. How would you play this out? Your Burnt Toast Theory, your Miracle Fusion's not online, you've got 1-for-1. So they're going to blind MST. Going to hit the Hero Blast, going to go to battle, going to try and get over this Ab-Zero. That's going to be successful. They now have another Ab-Zero online with the Miracle Fusion in hand. Okay, going to set the Raigeki Break and pass it over. Draws into the Voltic. Nice to see it return. So going to Miracle Fusion now. Yep. That's not a water monster. Okay, they meant the Gaia. Fine. Voltic coming down now. So, trying to get him for 22. Okay, they did have the option to... the set was Raigeki Break, I think. They did have the option to Raigeki Break the Gaia and then take the damage from the Voltic and then, 1-for-1, pitch their draw next turn for some kind of frog play. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looked pretty over, though, so I understand. So, going into game number 3 now, Burnt Toast Theory is going to get to go first. Opening hands are Honest, Equal, Alias, Diva, and Equal. So yeah, this is looking more like Hero Beat with a bit of a Diva engine in it. This side we've got Gauze, Heavy Storm, Deep Prison, Raigeki Break, Caius, and Spiritual Water Arc. Yeah, Water Art, sorry. Wow, this is not doing anything right now. So just going to pass it over. Draws into Gemini Spark. Okay, yeah, now we're seeing the Hero Beat stuff. So Diva into Gilman. Going to get in for some damage. Okay, gonna Gauze on the Gilman attack. Yep, those two are gonna make Android. Gonna set the Bluff Equal and pass it over. Draws into Miracle Fusion. So outside of Gauze, they're still not playing. Gonna Heavy Storm now. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I accidentally put it back to hand, but yeah, we can see that it is correct and the players resolve it properly. So Kai's going to banish the android, right? Yeah, okay. Took me a second to figure out what was happening. Yeah, I'm going to get him for 24, then 27, set the D Prison, the Raigeki Break, and pass over. Yep. Okay. Draws into the Super Poly. Yeah. I mean, Mud Dragon, not in this format. So Alias coming down now. I'm going to try and attack in. Going to get met with a D prison. Do they Gemini Spark here? Yeah, I think they do. So Gemini Spark in, popping the Gauze, drawing the Mirror Force. This is alright. Have kind of given away they've got Honest in hand. Set the Mirror Force. Going to Raigeki break that in end phase. Pitching the Water Art. Draws into their own Mirror Force. Okay. So 24 in with the cards. We might genuinely win without having to play. So, like, Burnt Toast Theory hasn't really comboed or done anything, but they might actually be onto a winner here. So going to set the Gilman that they picked up for turn, pass over, draws the Treeborn Frog. Okay, now we're seeing something. I'm going to get in with the Caius now, set the Treeborn Frog, pass over, draws the Diva. Yeah, equal now. Going to bring out the Alias. Yeah. Oh, don't try and run into the set. So probably Mirror Force here, clean it up for game. Yeah. 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 Wow. Okay, cool game. Not a lot to say about it. This game was particularly uneventful. Like this Burnt Toast Theory has just won it with a Caius, a Gauze, and a Dream, which is, yeah, quite telling of this kind of hero stun, hero beat, like synchro variant deck, I guess. Look cool. I don't know what the Voltic's there for. I think it's just that it's a light and that they play Honest. That doesn't feel worth it. But, you know, Kiddo is quite close to the top 100, so they're clearly onto something with this deck. And I'm guessing that we're not kind of seeing the hands that make them want to play this. Burnt Toast Theory played really well. They've bricked up this game, still managed to pull it off. Not a lot to say about the way they played it, but yeah, interesting match. I don't think this deck is going to be catching on anytime soon. I think just with what we've got kind of in the meta now, so what we're seeing a lot of is like Machina Hero. I'm seeing a lot of Gigavice at the top tables, Light Swan at the top tables, and then obviously like Blackwings, Vayu, Frogs. I don't think this deck has a good matchup into the majority of that list, so I don't think it's going to catch on. Especially the Machina Hero deck. It feels like the Machina Hero deck will absolutely just walk all over this, with the way it just keeps putting up Fortress. But it's interesting to see it regardless, and like we said, the Duelist is nearly in the top 100 now. But yeah, cool match. Very uneventful last game though.